Hey FPTV viewers, welcome back to Ravens Sports Recap. Spring is here and we've got the proof as we will preview the spring sports season that's already a little bit underway, and we'll wrap up some loose ends from the winter sports season. Ravens Sports Recap starts right now. Welcome into Ravens Sports Recap, brought to you by the Ravens Sports Network. I'm Casey Williams, and welcome back from spring break. Spring sports season is in full swing. We've already had 2 home openers this week, and by the airtime, maybe 5 teams will in all have had home games this season. But before we jump into that, we've got one bit of unfinished business to attend to: women's basketball. When we last left our heroines, they were headed to the conference semifinals against Assumption. The Ravens advanced to the finals on the back of junior Jewel White, who had a career-high and tournament record 42 points. 42 points! That's some Kobe Bryant stuff right there. The Ravens scored 90 points. White had almost half of that. The Ravens, however, went on to visit top seed Bentley at their house in the conference championship game and were defeated 85-71. No worries, though, as the Ravens were selected as an at-large 3 seed in the Division II National Tournament East Regional. That's the equivalent of a 6 seed in the brackets you've been filling out this month. But the Ravens would only take the court once more this season, because on March 11th, they were upset in the first round by Pace. That's the equivalent of VCU beating Georgetown in your other bracket. Pace went on a VCU-sized run to the Sweet 16 to face Bentley. Bentley would advance, only to get blown out by Clayton State, who will now face Michigan Tech in the national championship game. For her outstanding season, Jewel White has been honored as a member of the 2011 Daktronics All-American First Team. She received honorable mention in the conversation for State Farm National Player of the Year as well, an award that her former teammate Johanna Leadham won twice. White was the only player from the NE10 conference to earn such recognition. She averaged just under 20 points and 12 rebounds a game this season, and ranked 6th nationally in rebounds, so a great season for Jewel White. As for the team, the Ravens finished with a record of 24-8, their 4th straight season with 20 wins. But it's the first time in 3 years the team did not win the regional and advance to the Elite 8. That's some perspective for you. We've really been spoiled lately. Let's face it, this team completely exceeded all expectations this season, following the loss of national scoring leader Johanna Leadham and losing both captains to season-long injuries. What's the best news? The team returns its entire roster for next season, so look forward to that. Congratulations, women's basketball, for an inspired and impressive season. All right, let's put winter behind us and move on to spring season. Both baseball and women's lacrosse enjoyed home openers this week at Franklin Pierce. Baseball opened its conference schedule against St. Anselm last Tuesday and made all kinds of history in the 2-1 win. Senior ace Brian Maloney threw a complete game, striking out 17. Along the way, he broke the all-time program strikeouts record of 261, established last season by Mike Adams. Maloney didn't stop until setting the bar at 274 career strikeouts, and he's still got quite a bit of season left. Senior captain Derek Ingwe also registered his own history in the game with a second-inning double that made him the new career hits leader at Franklin Pierce with 251 career hits. Congrats to those guys. The team is now 15-4 on the young season, following a busy spring break schedule in Florida. Following their best start in program history, the team went 7-4 down south, dropping back a bit in the 2 major national polls to 14th and 23rd, respectively. But now the Ravens open up their NE10 play, where they have historically been the most dangerous. Women's lacrosse spent their spring break in North Carolina and made the most of it, posting 3 wins to start the season. Senior Lauren Stilley returned north as the NE10's Player of the Week with 14 points, 11 goals, and 3 assists in just 2 games. Whoa. But the party ended for the team as their home opener last Wednesday, the Ravens got smushed by Bentley 19-7. Next, they'll look to get back in their winning ways on the road, and they'll return home April 2nd, hosting Adelphi at noon. On to men's lacrosse now. After the Young Ravens squad started out an exciting 2-0 at home, they ran into the number 8 and number 4 teams in the nation, respectively. Franklin Pierce dropped both games on the road, a 22-4 setback to 8th-ranked Mercy and a 20-4 loss to 4th-ranked Lemoyne. The team will start on the road for the rest of March, but they'll return home April 2nd, hosting Bentley at 2 p.m. It wasn't a great spring break in Florida for Ravens softball. The team started out its 2011 season with 2 wins and 10 losses. In the very first outing of the season, the team almost pulled off a huge upset of 4th-ranked Bloomsburg. Remember them, field hockey? But Bloomsburg fought back from a 5-run deficit. Defensive errors have plagued the Ravens thus far. They'll return to action against St. Anselm on Tuesday, March 29th, and they're scheduled to play at home on April 3rd. One other note, women's tennis will have a home match coming up March 29th, as well as April 2nd and April 6th. As of right now, those dates are scheduled to be played in the bubble. Ravens fans, please be sure to check out the brand new athletics website featuring high-res images and a more user-friendly layout at athletics.franklinpierce.edu for all your scores, stats, and news. It's great to be back here on FPTV 25, and be sure to tune in more regularly for Ravens Sports Recap, as we'll give you full athletics highlights throughout the spring. And tune into the Ravens Sports Network for live game broadcasts. Spring season is in full swing, and on April 2nd you have plenty to choose from between 6 home events scattered throughout the day. I'm Casey Williams for Ravens Sports Recap, and thank you for tuning in.